And next, let's create another folder. So go to the root, new group, give a name, MISC. And in this folder, we'll create another file. So new file. And make sure we choose Swift file. Go next. Give a file name, data manager, create. And then we update this data manager with this code here. Notice here on top, protocol data manager function load file name string any object. This requires any conforming object to have a method load. This method load takes a string as parameter and returns any array of dictionaries. The string will hold the name of the plist file to be loaded. And extension data manager. Any object that adopts this protocol will also gain load file method. This method looks for a plist file that specifies in the file parameter inside the application bundle. If successful, the contents of the plist file are loaded into an array of dictionary and returned. If the file is not found, then we return empty array of dictionary. So that's why we have a guard let to look for a plist file. If we get it, then we get the file content from the plist. That is an array of dictionary. If it's not found successfully, then it's else block. Then we return an empty array of dictionary. Now that this protocol will modify the data manager and explore data manager to adopt it. When we take existing code and modify it to accomplish the same thing more efficiently, we do refactoring. Now let's refactor the map data manager. Because in our map data manager, this map data manager has a load data already right here. And it is hard-coded to read the map list. Now we have created a data manager right here. So this time we're going to make some change in map data manager to use the data manager instead. Now let's make some change in this document. And first of all, we're going to extend the protocol data manager. So now we get a data manager protocol extended here. And next we need to update the fetch. So right here. We added a completion item. Now let's do the same thing to explore data manager. So go into folder explore right here. And folder model. There we see explore data manager. And we're going to update this file as well. Here, so first of all, we need to add a protocol data manager. And then right here we need to update fetch. So here function fetch for data in load data. Now we're going to change function to load, not load data. Load. And inside we add a parameter file. Explore data. And that's not good. And so that we don't need this load data anymore. At this point, we have created the restaurant item class right here. And this class conforms to MK annotation and map data manager, which loads data from map location plist. That's what we created right here. And returns an array of restaurant item instance. Now we need to create map view controller, a view controller for map view. Map view controller will add an array of restaurant items instance to the map view and provide MK annotation view object for any restaurant items, and that is visible on screen. After that, we'll customize MK annotation instance so they look like ones in the app tour. So next, we'll start by implementing the map view controller, which is the view controller for map view, and it's responsible for providing an MK annotation view instance for each MK annotation instance of the map screen. Now let's create a map view controller. That's a view controller managing a map view to provide objects conforming to MK annotation. It's usually the delegate for map view and will provide an MK annotation object for MK annotation object visible on screen. Now let's see how to create a map view controller. So go to map folder and create a new file. And we choose the Cocoa Touch and go next. Give a file name called a map view controller. Next. And I'll click on create. Oh, I missed I should extend the UI view controller, but by mistake I put an NS object here. Let me do this. I'm going to delete this file and start it over. So now let's do it again. Right here, you choose UI view controller. That's the one. Next. And now you click on finish. And first of all, let's do another import map kit. And then we also want to extend MK map view delegate. So here we say MK map view delegate. Now let's open main storyboard. right here, make it a little smaller. And this is the map view. And then we want to switch to the class. And right here, we choose the class we just added here called map view controller. So right here, we type map view controller. Make sure you type correctly, because if you type wrong, it will take a lot of time to find it out, and you may never be able to find it out. Because with this project, we type a lot of code here and there, either with the storyboard, or we're going to create a plist or script file. And if you make one little mistake here, it's just impossible to find it out. So that's the time you have to start it over. So as I said, when you create a project, every time you finish one chapter, make a copy. And when you work on the next chapter, you continue from the copy. In case you messed up the project, you can start over from the previous project because you made a copy. You work on the copy all the time. If you make any mistake, it's almost impossible to find out what's wrong with it. You have to start over. And there's no solution, no other solution. The only way you can fix the problem is you just start it over, because you never know where you typed wrong. Too many places that we type code. Any place you type wrong, you mess up the project. And it's impossible to find out where you get wrong. So if you get anything which is not correct, the only solution is start it over. That's the only solution. You almost impossible to find out where you typed wrong. Just start it over. I've been doing this for a million times. That's the only way I can fix my code, because I don't know where I typed wrong. Alright, let's continue. So here we use map view controller to control this map view. Oh, it takes me back. So right here, let's continue. Map view controller. And notice here, I think I made a mistake now. So I type a map view controller. Map view controller. When I hit enter, then it's cleared. It doesn't keep whatever I type into the field class. So what's wrong with it? I think I made one mistake here. So when you do this here, we want to use map view controller to control the map view. So when you come to this main storyboard here, you make sure you make selection kind of map view controller. And notice here when I do that, that's coming in. So if you don't see this map view controller, type this in. Make sure the top one map view controller is selected here. That's what you need to do. But at the beginning, I click on map view here directly, and it doesn't keep the map view controller in it, because this is the map view controller, and the map view right here we added here is only one of the it's part of the scene, but we're trying to control the whole view controller. That's why you make sure you select the top one here, and then you select this one first, and then you enter the map view controller right here. And next we'll choose map view, and then we pick up the assistant from here. and then we manage the window to get more space here. And then we just add a little space right here, and then we will control drag the map view from right here to set up the outlet connection. And here we give a name called a map view. So tab map view, and you do connect. So now you can see that the IP outlet is added. That's how we set up the connection. And then we close this and bring everything back.